kind of state of the league questions for you. So, league now 13 teams. The scheduling continues to be unbalanced. You don't play a certain amount of teams. What do you think of that, man? Is there a solution or is it a problem? It's a solution.
Well, I think I'm a solutions guy.
Yeah, right.
I'm not a problem guy. We're going to play Davis every year.
Right.
Montana State going to play every year.
Yeah.
Everything else, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it really doesn't. I think it's good for the conference, especially when Idaho gets back in a couple of years. I think it'll even things up a little bit, balance it. But hey, at the end of the day, you got your one rivalry. I mean, how many rivalries do you need?
Yeah, right.
I mean, there's going to be, you're going to have the Cal Poly Davis rivalry. You always have that.
Right.
I see them all the time. In the Eastern Portland State, Eastern Mon, but I think it's good for the conference. I think it speaks volumes for the competitiveness of what the conference brings to the table.
Added 4 teams in 2012, now added Idaho in 2018. Do you feel like expansion is good for the league? Would you like to see it continue?
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's what you're seeing from the top, right? I mean, okay, well if they're doing it, why not us? This is good football. We got guys in the NFL. We've got teams that have won national championships. I think it's absolutely great. But I think the core values of the conference and the unity that we have has to stay consistent. And I think we've got a good brand. I think we got a good identity. And now with the new commissioner, I think it's extremely healthy.
What are your impressions of Commissioner Williams?
Sorry.
What are some of your impressions of the new commissioner? What do you think needs to be her first plan of action here for the league?
Boy, I don't know. I mean, just establishing those relationships and coming from a football conference, and I think that's really positive. But just getting to know all the administrators, all the coaches, and the presidents, just establishing those relationships, I think is going to be huge for all of us. Getting to know her, getting to know us.
Graduate transfers has been a huge talking point the last couple of years. I know that the Big Sky has lost a couple of premier quarterbacks moving up. What do you think of that rule?
Well, I'm kind of split. I get it. I understand what white kids do. That's. But I'm a team guy.
Yeah.
I would like to see kids stay because, regardless, at the end of the day, what kind of relationships are you going to want to take with you? I think when those kids left, I think it's probably going to sever and really hurt some relationships in the long run. And was it worth it?
Right.
At the end of the day, was it worth it? Me? I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to see the kids stay and see things through. Hey, hats off to them too, especially Verdon. He had a heck of a career, had a heck of a year, and worked out for him.
How about on the flip side of it? Do you think it's something that, from this level, you guys have to embrace? Because you see a lot of these teams bringing in graduate transfers as well to kind of get some quick help. Do you feel like it's something you guys need to explore recruiting?
It's always there. It's always going to be there. You can't just sweep it under the rug. But at the same time, too, I spend a lot of time with our culture and that locker room and making sure that every kid that's coming in there is going to be a good fit, and it's going to be a positive asset, and that's where our focus needs to be. Again, just cultivating those relationships within it. Now, if there's a transfer, I'm sure there's one calling me now.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Is it all about me? Are you an I guy? or are you going to plug into the team and be a positive asset?
A few questions about some of the players in this league. Obviously, Cooper Kupp receives preseason player of the year, just like everyone knew he would. But having coached against him for several years, where does he rank among the all-time greats in the Big Sky?
Well, yeah, he's done it all. Well, you're making me go back into the old archives. He's had such a tremendous year for 4 years. His ability to stay healthy, I think, is extremely, extremely impressive. And yeah, he's a superior athlete than most of the guys that are out there. Oh, he's got to be a top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure. My mind's drawing a blank right now in terms of the receiver position or just an overall player. Yeah, he's got to be. Jesse Chapman was a really good running back.
Yeah, yeah.
Back in the early 2000s, right? That dude was an animal. Dave Dickinson.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. Shoot, that's for you guys.
Yeah. I mean, he's right.
Man, I'm trying to get lined up to all these formations.
Yeah, right. He's right there. There's no doubt about it. How about a couple of the young players in this league? John Santiago, Case Cookus, those guys are going to be rising stars, continue to be rising stars. Just that element of having these young players that are right.
It brings parity, and it just raises the level of competition for the. I think North Dakota got majorly, bypassed it for the playoffs. That was just a travesty in my opinion. And to showcase that freshman running back was huge for our conference. And then Jake gets Player of the Year. And, well, they both were Players of the Year. Again, I think it speaks volume for the level of football that we're playing and where our conference ranks.
And last thing for you, you look around the room, all sorts of new coaches in the league. There's been turnover at a lot of different schools, and it seems like almost every school has made a good hire, and it's improved the play in the league. So what do you think of just the coaching in this league and just how competitive it's become across the board?
Well, in my years here, I think that's probably the number one thing. There's two things: the coaching and how superior I believe it is. It's really, really good. And the quarterback play. I think those are the two major factors. That when you look at the conference, what are the two major things that have been good? I think. Then you bring Chode in.
Right.
He hadn't been a head coach yet, but he's not. This ain't his first rodeo.
Yeah.
He's been around some really good people. I think it's a very superior coaching from a coaching standpoint.
Yeah.
Very tremendous.
Yeah.